Hey guys, so I'm gonna give it a minute to get started, but I'm gonna start inviting some people whenever it pops up. Just because I don't know what is going on, my live button literally started glitching, like it was not letting me even attempt to go live. So I don't know. I swear the devil works hard on these trainings. The devil works hard to prevent these trainings. Hey guys, hey, if you are on here, say hey. Y'all are ready. Okay, I didn't even get this. You're here for a few minutes. I got you, Hannah. I know you got some stuff going on. Hey, Trinity. Hey, Becky. So I'm hopping on here to talk about why we need to party and why it is so important to your business, right? I'm going to give you some tips, some tricks, and to really help launch your business because I know we have a lot of new people on here and y'all are terrified. I know. Like, it's scary to do your own party. It's okay. Like, I totally get it because I know it's super, super scary. But we're going to give you tips, tricks, and we're going to get you ready to go and to start launching your business because a lot of y'all joined at the beginning of the month. So we're kind of coming up on that 15 days, which, come on guys, we got to get you to Shooting Star, right? Because next step is certified because we're going to get you that pay raise that first month that you're here, right? So let's talk about parties. So growing your business is super essential, and Chloe has always preached 226, and 226 is 2 recruits a month, 2K and PRV a month, and also if you hit 2K PRV in a month, you get a 5% raise that month, and then 6 parties a month at least. So how do you get 2 recruits and 2K, right? You have to party. You have to constantly be growing your customer base because if you don't, then you're just sitting there and you're asking the same customers to continuously purchase from you. You're asking the same customers to continuously party and you're going to bleed them dry. Point blank period. You're going to bleed them dry. You want to know how I know? Because that's what I did. That's what I was stuck in this position for a very long time because I was asking the same people over and over to purchase and to party. And I was like, why am I not growing? Oh my gosh, I am not growing. Why is this not happening? Like I'm doing those hard asks. I was not building relationships with the new customers. That's what it was. I was too scared to build relationships. That's why my main focus for the past month and a half, especially if you've seen my daily power hour, it's been to build relationships. I have friends now who live all across the United States. I have never met a day in my life, right? And that's because of parties. 100% because of parties. So, we are going to go into the different types of parties, and I'm going to give you some few tips and tricks. Make sure you're engaging down here. Y'all are awesome. I love y'all so much. So the first one, and I think this is the easiest one, especially for new recruits, and I'm going to be honest because this one, it doesn't really get you that much outside your comfort zone. I'm not going to lie, but it's still a good way to build customers. So that is text parties. And I will drop this Google Doc in our group so y'all can see some of the lingo I have. You're definitely going to have to change the name, the date, and all that other fun stuff. But text parties are super easy. So what I would do, this is how I got Trinity. And this is how I got Hannah. This is probably how I got a couple of y'all. Okay, let's just be honest. Is hi, gorgeous. I hope you're doing well. I wanted to reach out and see if you would be willing to share a link with your friends or host a virtual party. I added or host a virtual party, but it could just be share a link. Am I frozen on anybody else's? It might be the Wi-Fi going in and out. Just let me know. And then, so additionally, I say once that party gets to $200, because you need to let them know that the party needs to get to $200, you can get free and half off Scentsy. Plus, this new catalog is thebomb.com. I would greatly appreciate the help trying to grow my customer base. Y'all, I'm never lying. Like, I need to grow my customer base, and you get free and half off Scentsy. Like, come on. Let's do a trade here, right? And if they say yes, and a good portion of the time they do say yes, because sometimes they say no. Sometimes I go through bouts where they're like, no, not right now. Like, I just can't. I got too much going on, which is totally understandable. That doesn't mean I write them off to do a text party or virtual party later on. That means not right now is not a good time. So if they do say yes, I say, hey, I send them a script. And so, hey, I have my own personal shopping link with Scentsy going on. I would love it if you took a look to see if there is something you are interested in. The new catalog just dropped and the items are so beautiful. And then I have like a link here. So that's where I would insert the link. So I remember that. And the last day to order is, and I usually do 2 weeks for a text party. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact Shay, my consultant. She is super helpful and spoils all of her customers. And additionally, and this is one of the things I've actually learned from Trinity, is you need to constantly be following up, like every day or every other day with these text parties. You need to be following up with your person who's hosting it. You need to keep them in the know who's purchasing. You need to motivate them and be like, hey, follow up with those people. Because sometimes when people get this, and Trinity made this comment and I was like, oh my God, I didn't think about it. When they're getting this script and their link, they're thinking that maybe it's a scam. So you got to make sure your customer or your host follows up with them to make sure, like, hey, no, this isn't a scam. Have you gotten a chance? If you can't right now, it's totally okay. I appreciate you. Something like that, right? And when they purchase from you, this is super important, especially with text parties. When you have people purchase from you, because most likely you don't know who they are, you need to go into your workstation. You need to pull up that order and you need to text them. Don't find them on Facebook. You need to text them and personally thank them for their order. And then if they respond, be like, I would love to add you to my VIP page on Facebook. We do all these things that I do. I'm not going to say it out loud because I'm going to be posting this on YouTube. I share all the new products coming, all this other fun stuff. And most times they'll be like, yeah, please add me. Sometimes they'll be like, sorry, my dog is in here. Are you good, bruh? You good? Sometimes they're like, I already had a consultant, but I really wanted to help this person out, but thank you so much. And that's fine. Do you know where I also kind of follow up with them? I still send them happy mail. And then I know there's been a couple of times where I've sent them happy mail and I just like wanted to make sure you got this happy mail. And they're like, yes, I still have that consultant, but I will keep you in mind if that person ever stops selling. Y'all, no lie, for real, for real. So this is how you build relationships. And not only that, like in my happy mail, I don't be sending just like certain scent circles that I send out to people. I send them scent circles that looks like they've matched their scent palette. See, follow-ups work, y'all. If you are not doing follow-ups, not just with this text party or with your parties, but with your customers, you're losing out on that relationship building. And also, don't be just following up about Scentsy. Ask them how their life is. Because life is crazy. We all know this, right? We're trying to juggle this amazing business on top of all the other responsibilities we have in life. So check in with your customers. Hey, how are you doing? And then they're like telling you about their day. Tell them about your day. Like yesterday was insane, y'all. Insane. I woke up on like, oh my gosh, what is going on? And we just went with it. And I know when I was following up with somebody, we were just talking about how crazy it was. I was like, it felt like a Freaky Friday. I'm not gonna lie. And that's how we built relationships, is by having those conversations with them, right? So we're gonna move on to virtual parties. So for one, just ask. You can send that same thing that I have up there that says, will you host a text party or a virtual party? And most times they go for text, but there's a couple times they have gone with virtual. And be honest, y'all. When I say be honest, say you need to grow your customer base. You are trying to grow in this business and you would really appreciate it because it'll help you grow your customer base. Plus you will get free and half off Scentsy if it hits 200. That is important. Don't sit here and be trying to like scheme. Like, no, I'm honest, y'all. I have no shame in my game. For my virtual parties, my time frame has usually been 1 week. I'm probably going to lessen that whenever I get done with teaching. Just because I know within 1 week, people are starting to kind of like lose focus in the party. But right now, I really don't have time for a 3 to 4 day party. Like that would be way too chaotic for me in the mornings when I'm scheduling on my post. But right now I'm doing 1 week. And with that, I have a Google Doc that is shared on here. So you can see that Google Doc and what I'm posting. I really just tweaked it from Chloe's. and of course tweak it from mine. You do not have to go live just yet, especially if you just started and you got like that $25 kit. I know y'all probably don't have that much Scentsy, but you can still go live. Like Hannah went live today and she didn't show off that many products, but she still talked about Scentsy and the business and why she loved Scentsy. So it can be simple as that. Now, when I go live, because I have been using Scentsy since high school and I've been purchasing Scentsy for like 5-6+ years, like I have a lot of products, so I use that. And I tell my customers when I'm live, some of these products you might see, we don't sell that scent anymore, but I wanted you to see this product because I'm usually using the current scents. And then I do about 3 to 4 posts a day in that party, and then where are we at? I message everybody before I go live. And sometimes they're not going to see it because sometimes you're not friends yet. And I don't like friending people unless I get their permission. But I'm like, hey, just so you know, we're about to go live. And then I message everybody a day before. Don't do it the day of the party ends because not everybody's on Facebook as much as I am, right? So I do it a day before to give them a little leeway just in case they respond the following day to, hey, just so you know, the party's about to end. And a huge thing is hostess coaching. So just like you're following up with those virtual or those text parties, you need to be following up with your hostess for the virtual parties. There's an image I have. I know I shared it with a couple of y'all, so I'll post it on here after this. But how many people you should invite, how you should interact, how you should like tag people and be like, hey, I think you would really love this product. This really fits your style, right? And also while they're tagging people and saying, hey, this really fits your style, that lets you know what type of style that customer has, right? So you're building that relationship without building that relationship. So you also, whenever I post that image in the team page, send that to your hostess before they party just so they know what the expectations are. Because it's really not that hard to party. Letting them know, like, hey, invite some friends, interact on a couple posts. Like, you're not doing that much as a hostess when you're doing a virtual party. Versus when they're doing a text party, they are doing a lot more. I feel like they are like having to follow up with those. I feel like a virtual party is a lot easier for those hostess. What do you want, sir? Are you good? Y'all. Are you okay? Oh, now you gotta be bashful? You don't give me some type of look? Sorry, guys. This is life. Real life, right? So moving on to bag parties. Look, I used to not be a big fan of bag parties. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. They scare me. Because I'm like, what if I get my stuff back and they have taken some of the items? Not only that, like, those people are really having to actively work that bag party. It's not just, we're going to put that bag party here and people are going to come see. You have to actively work that bag party. No lie. So this is, again, a more hostess approach, like, focus, where they're doing all the work. As always, hostess coach, follow up with them. You do not have to purchase the bag that I just showed off that Scentsy has. You can use any bag that you have around the house, right? You could go to Walmart and get one of those clear bags. It's totally up to you. I just like doing that because I like how cute it is. Look, I have a spending problem also, guys. So you're also going to realize if it is a thing, I will probably purchase it. Yeah. For real. Hostess coach, I usually do bag parties for 2 weeks. And then I'm going to start including like this little paper. I'm going to get some cardstock that has a QR code on it. So all the customer has to do is use their camera and scan it and it'll take it straight to their party. So I think that's super cute. I love the bag parties. It gives an option for the customers to also try new things. Like I included one of these bad boys in there so they get to try a mini fan diffuser. I included like a room spray and all that fun stuff, some samples. And I also let them know like this is what you can use. This is what you can give out. But this is mine. Okay. Home parties. So moving on to home parties. So there's not a lot going on right now. I have done a couple home parties in the past and those are scary because you're going into somebody else's home. I'm not gonna lie. I can talk to you all day on social media, But like meeting you in person is a whole different level. Let me be honest, okay? But so this is also, the host does a lot of work. They need to invite the people. They also need to have some type of thing for us to eat, hopefully, or something to drink. I play games. I really love playing a mummy game where you get saran wrap, and make sure you tear the saran wrap, because I'm horrible at that, but tear the saran wrap and put a couple samples in there. And so they have to roll a dice, and that's how many times they can get it, right? Or you can do a time limit, but I like to roll the dice, like you only roll it once, and so on and so forth. You need to plan about a month ahead, so your customer, your host, knows how many people, knows what day, knows all that information. I also usually have a virtual party attached or a text party attached to it, just because there's some people that aren't going to be able to make it, but you don't want to miss out on that sale, right? You also still want to connect with those people who live states away and want to be a part of that party. So that is home parties. I haven't done one since I came back to Cincy. Actually, no, I did one. But it was just kind of like, hey, come to my house and smell the new scents. But I haven't really done one for a customer since I came back to Cincy, because since I've come back to Cincy, it's been COVID, right? So events. Events are complicated. Like, I'm going to be real with y'all. If this is your forte, that's your forte 100%. But most likely you have to pay to get a table. You're gonna need a lot of stock on hand. I don't care what anybody says. People will be there and they want to buy right then and there. And that's a lot of investing in your own business prior to that. And I don't like doing that because since it's not a business where you have to invest and have a whole bunch of products on hand, right? Plus you might be buying some products that people might not want to buy, which I don't foresee really being a thing that much, but especially scent. Like, people are very particular about their scents. And it can be hit or miss. So you can invest all this stuff in it and go to an event, and some days people will come up to you and you'll sell a whole bunch, and some days it won't be a thing, but this is an option. You also need to have catalogs, product status list, or business cards on hand so people can still access that. Additional info, which some of this is going to be me repeating myself because I've already said it, but do not keep asking the same people to host a party. That's what I was doing. Don't keep asking them. I mean, yes, they can come back and host another party 100%, but you need to explore more options, more people. You need to grow your business. Some parties are going to flop. You're going to have some months where a whole bunch of parties flop and you're like, oh my gosh, what is going on? This is not, what is this? Like, this isn't, no, it happens. Sometimes it happens, and it happens a lot in a row. But you just need to keep pushing, and also you probably need to start learning how to adapt and evolve. Like, when I first started Cincy, I was doing 2-week-long virtual parties. I quickly learned that ain't where it's at. Right? I quickly learned that people are getting disinterested and they forget, and the parties just aren't doing as well. So that's why I shortened it, and this is why I'm probably going to shorten it even more whenever I have more time. You need to build relationships with your new customers. You need to text your new customers. You don't need to find them on Facebook. You need to text them. And then find them on Facebook if you want to. You need to talk about on a regular basis benefits of partying. And that goes more specifically, when you're closing a party, you need to share with the host the Earn a Kit option. You need to share with them how much they are saving. And you also need to post on social media how much this host just saved, right? You can literally start partying now, even if you just joined this business, right? This is why I like doing launch parties for y'all, so y'all can see how I party and implement that yourselves. And you also have that Google Doc. You can also start recruiting now, guys. Like, it's okay. Do it scared. We're all here to help. This is a team effort, right? It doesn't matter. You can be day one and be like, I want to recruit. And this is really going to help you on those next couple steps within your first 70 days that we talked about the other day, right? Because you have 5 steps in your first 70 days to really launch your business to be successful. So most of y'all are finishing up step 1 right now. Also, I know y'all are scared to party, but it's okay to make mistakes. It's totally okay to make mistakes. It's fine. It happens. And that's why you have us as sponsors and people to help you learn from that, right? So do it scared. Do it scared, because growth does not come from complacency. You can't grow your business if you're doing the same thing over and over, not evolving and being in a comfort zone. Growth does not come from a comfort zone, okay? Growth comes from being scared. It's okay. We're here. We do it scared every single day. I do it scared, y'all. Just because I've been doing this business for almost 2 years don't mean I don't do it scared. I am literally about to take the biggest leap of my life and leave teaching, right? That is scary. 100% scary. I'm not even kidding you. Like, I feel tears. Scary. Because I have to cut myself off from the thing that is preventing me from giving my full time and effort. I see what I can do with this business part-time, right? By listening to all the leaders, I see what I can do with this business part-time. What in the world can I do full-time? Right? And you control what you make with this business, y'all. The more parties you got, the more parties that the customer base is going to grow. The recruiting base is going to grow, right? The people that you meet is going to grow. It's not just about making a sale, making a recruit. You're going to meet some amazing people all across the United States, and they are going to change your life. So parties matter in so many ways. Parties are pretty much the 3 legs of success, right? Because if you're not partying, you're not growing your customer base, you're not growing your PRV, and you're not getting people to join your business. And if this is what you want out of this business, you got to push yourself. So I'm about to actually get 2 text parties today, and I'm going to book a virtual party. That is my goal. So after I get off here, I'm going to actually do my dishes, and I'm going to go treat myself and get my toes done, and then I'm going to come home and book parties and get my clean bundle together. I hope y'all have a wonderful, successful Saturday. I almost said Sunday. Lord Almighty, please don't take a day away from me for this weekend. And yeah, if y'all need anything, please don't be afraid to reach out. You can reach out to any of us, I feel like. And, you know, the chat is always open. The group is always open. I'm going to post that hostess coach thing on here in just a moment. And yeah, bye guys.